So, in this entire realm of the self-discovery that we've been speaking of so much, and through this, combining that with that pursuit of well-being, so there exists a complete plethora of like all of these ancient traditions and practices, that withstood the test of time. So one of these disciplines is the one that I teach and I've studied and schooled in, and this is the holistic system of medicine and wellness that's deeply rooted in that ancient wisdom of the East. It's called Ayurveda. So today I want to explore the essence of this tradition, but I'm going to devoid of any kind of particular name or label. So as we dig into this utility and into the utility of the principles within the tapestry of our everyday lives, just to make it a little bit more relatable. So this discipline it recognizes that the human body, mind, and the spirit are intertwined, intimately interconnected, and it forms this intricate web of our existence, right? It emphasizes that the essential role played by nature in our well-being, and acknowledging that our bodies are microcosms of that larger macrocosm that surrounds us and that we're within. So at its core lies this profound appreciation for this delicate interplay between the elements that shape our entire existence. And those elements we see continually are earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So through a deep and kind of a keen understanding of these elemental forces, we can navigate the subtle rhythms of our life with a sense of grace, and I guess along with that, with it kind of comes a deep sense of wisdom to our own sense of self. So the life of the average individual, right? All of us, we're kind of immersed in this fast-paced, modern world, and our attention becomes consumed by the external demands and expectations that are placed on us, right? So, and as we succumb to these demands and expectations, we kind of neglect these kind of subtler ways or subtle whispers of our own bodies and minds, right? We always search for these quick fixes and instant gratification, seek remedies to all of our ailments without really pausing to question those root causes. So in that whirlwind of existence, we lose touch with the deep reservoirs of our self-knowledge and intuition, which resides deep within us, right? It's always there. So in that ancient tradition, with its very subtle and gentle touch, it reminds us to return to ourselves. So it encourages us to cultivate this sense of awareness that extends beyond this surface level, right? And urges us to really delve deeper into the realms of our own being. And it's through this introspection that we begin to understand that the key to true well-being doesn't really lie in external sources, but in those unexplored territories of our own consciousness. So within this holistic framework, the practice of conscious living begins to manifest or unfold, and it invites us to examine our diet, our lifestyle choices, and the very quality of our thoughts themselves. And it reminds us that every morsel we consume carries an inherent energy that can either nourish us or deplete us. So it also encourages us to attune ourselves to the natural cycles of the day and adjust our activities to align with the ebb and flow of our own biorhythms, right? And it calls on us to embrace the healing power of plants, offering these remedies that have been handed down through generations, right? And unlocking these secrets of this ancient herbal wisdom, right? So in that domain, right, the individual, they're not seen as a passive kind of recipient of external interventions, but as an active participant in their own healing and well-being. And within that, this true power of healing lies. Right? So each person is really viewed as a unique expression of this entire cosmic dance, who possess this innate and intimate intelligence that can guide them towards a sense of wholeness. So it's a path of self-empowerment that reminds us that we are the ultimate stewards of our own health and happiness. So as we go along this path, we have to remain incredibly vigilant against the allure of dogma and rigidity, right? As it can happen. So this is why it's good to have somebody assisting you. So that true essence of the tradition lies, it doesn't lie in kind of a blind adherence to fixed rules or regulations, but definitely to an intuitive understanding of the ever-evolving nature of our own being, right? So it's this whole journey of self-exploration where we constantly question, inquire, and adapt our practices to suit our individual needs. This is what Ayurveda does. So, send me a message, reach out to me, and we will get started. Namaskar.